Hello, welcome back to Yapping Every Day, number 14. I may end up leaving the series off at like episode 20 or something, because something's going to happen soon. And also just because I think I might be, I might not be using time that I could use for bigger projects on this, because I'm bad at time management. It really shouldn't be like that, but I'm a bad at time management, so you know. Regardless, I do enjoy this series. It doesn't seem like you guys do, but I've heard positive feedback in the comments, so that I take that as you guys actually do enjoy it, but it just doesn't hit the algorithm the same as every single one of my other videos, I guess. Low-key been worried because like I feel like I just killed my channel with it. Hope I didn't do that. I apologize for the murder, which obviously means that it's all right and it can come back to life, right? And whatever. But I may end up, I may either have to stop recording the Yapping Everyday videos, or I'm going to change my schedule so that I record them like at a different time or something, because I have some big plans, some big projects, things that are finally happening that, you know, weren't happening before, that I'm finally making happen. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. There's a big ass pause there. Am I going to cut that out? No, I'm not. I'm not going to cut that out. Whatever. Keep it authentic or whatever. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and that's not a good thing because I think too much already. So when I get left alone, I think even more, and then I cause problems because I think of things that are too thinky. I think of too much. Now, how was I going to segue into it? That I guess I've wanted to make one of the topics of the topic of one of these videos, questions I have about like for Christians or about religion in general. But I don't know if that's the best idea to do as a one-off video and not like a full thing, like as just a yapping everyday video. Like I don't know if that's the best idea, but I might go for it anyway, just because like why not? I'm the maker of the channel and the videos, so I can kind of do whatever I want. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on that. And speaking of more serious topics and thoughts, I got called by my friend Alan, and I realized that we're getting old. And I realized we're getting old because immediately we started talking about politics. we didn't talk about like, I don't know, school or video games or something. We started talking about politics and things like that. The political, could we please just talk about the political and economic state of the world right now? Yeah, that. And you know, I don't mind it. But yeah, it's just funny. It's interesting. It's a sign that, we're getting older, but I don't know if that's really a bad thing, honestly. I think it's good to talk about things like that. At least with your friends and stuff. I think it's not something that you should try to force on people, but if it comes up in the conversation, then it's good to talk about. Again, granted you're like being respectful and stuff. So yeah. Shoot, it's only been 4 minutes. Maybe I'll do questions for Christians right now. I don't know. I may do that another time actually, because if I do that, I'd want it to be more. I'd probably want it to be more on its own. Like I've had 4 minutes of me rambling and playing Assassin's Creed in the background. And I guess that part doesn't matter as much. Maybe I'll do it anyway. I mean, these videos end up being like 20 minutes long usually, so. But yeah, I don't want to like waste people's time. Like you have to wait 5 minutes to actually get to the topic you see in the thumbnail. But I guess it's kind of like that sometimes, isn't it? Otherwise, I just talk about the same stuff, like channel updates, personal life, and parkour. I don't know. That's about all that I talk about, and that's about all that's on my mind. Yeah. One thing I love about this game is Assassin's Creed Unity. It's my favorite Assassin's Creed game because of the movement. It's not the best game by far, but it is my favorite. The movement's really good. The animations for it are really good. The main thing, at least, that I'd change with the movement or the animations is that Arno climbs up with his knee. That's a big no-no. You shouldn't do that. Don't climb up with your knee. Anyway. I mean, like, you can, but it's not great to do, and it's definitely not good to do, like, consistently over and over again. It's bad for your knees. It's bad for your shins. It's bad for your skin and your muscles and your bones and your lifeblood, I guess. Or death blood, even. Haha, that's a callback. Whatever. One time I was talking to someone and they made a callback joke. And I was like, hey, that was funny. Like, I just wanted to compliment them. I was like, hey, that was pretty funny. And they were like, yeah, that's called a callback. So and they just started explaining what a callback was to me. And they were explaining in detail what a callback was. More detail than is needed. And they were also like, I actually have been like studying comedy for years. And so I've gotten really good at making jokes and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, didn't ask. Thank you. Shut up. Please. I know what a callback is. I'm just complimenting you. But it's okay. I mean, if you want to yap about, going to or studying comedy, then I'm okay with that, but it was just random. It was just out of the blue. Yeah, I don't know why I remember that. Man, I think I miss my wife. No, okay. I just paused and it was awkward and I didn't know how to fill the silence. The problem with the Yapping Everyday series is that I don't give myself room to breathe. I don't give myself time to think. So it's hard to like think of topics that I want to talk about or like talk about things because I keep trying to fill the silence. So maybe I should stop doing that. Maybe I should leave the silence in. I don't know. Probably not. I should probably just like stop recording until I'm ready to talk about something and then start. I did do that in one of the episodes. I don't remember which one, but it felt a little jarring listening back to it. So I'm not sure. Maybe I just need to, maybe I'll write down a couple topics for me to talk about. Maybe I'll write down a couple things and then I'll read them off, these bullet points. I was going to say, speaking of bullet points, something, but I actually don't have anything relating to bullet points that I wanted to say. I want to go rock climbing. I've thought about it. I definitely want to. I have some friends who do rock climbing and it seems really cool. I've been once and it was really fun. So I absolutely would like to rock climb again. I'll just need to find a time and a place to do that. Same with like most things that I want to do. I just need to find a time and a place, and maybe someone to go with me. But that should be easy. I do have, like I said, I do have two friends who rock climb, so I may just be like, hey, when are you next going rock climbing? And then just tag along whenever they next do. Instead of like trying to set up like the perfect like schedule or like the perfect meetup. Just tag along with whenever they're going and see what happens. It could be fun. Dude, I've had this one song stuck in my head. If I Get High by what's it called? How did I forget? The hell? If I get high by nothing but thieves. I've had that song stuck in my head ever since I watched episode 1 of season 4 of Invincible, because that show is peak. I've had it stuck in my head and I keep listening to it, and it is a problem because I am very loud. And if I'm listening to it, I'm going to be humming it or singing it, and that's loud and that's annoying. And also just, you know, in general, I'm kind of being driven insane by the constant noise in my brain, but that's pretty standard for me at this point. So, you know. Okay, love you. Bye.